I have a lot of sympathy for the kid that's 11 or 12 years old right now and has a passion that they're told that they can't go after. The 11 or 12-year-old kid that really is such a light to this world and is on such a great path in life that may just need to be supported differently. And maybe we can start looking at the word different in a positive connotation. Maybe we can start saying to ourselves, hey, this 11 or 12-year-old kid who has ADHD, attention deficit hyperactive disorder, which is like such a fucking superpower. You could sit there and hyper focus on anything you're passionate about. What if I just supported this person differently? What if I let them be creative? What if I let them explore? What if they got to shoot those extra baskets after recess? Does that make them a bad kid? What if they ask the PE teacher to demonstrate what 10 push ups look like? Does that make them a bad kid? What if them not reading the book that was assigned to them and writing a half-assed paper about it gets them a bad grade? Does that make them a bad kid? Or are they just not interested in what they're currently learning and they have other passions that they're currently focused on? And those other passions that they're currently focused on is what's changing the world right now. Sit there and you think about somebody like Walt Disney and the imagination he had. Think of Disney Channel, Disneyland, Disney, the name Disney. It's a person, Walt Disney. Think of Elon Musk's passion with electric cars. You see Teslas everywhere. Sit there and you think of AI. You have all these people that are passionate about what the possibilities are. And they're constantly pushing the edge of what's possible. Steve Jobs, Apple. Like, Steve Jobs known to be the nicest, kindest person in the world. That wasn't his reputation. But Steve Jobs brought us so much. So many of us have an iPhone. We have an Apple computer. We use different Apple products everywhere. Headphones, AirPods. And that all evolved from one man's early vision of having a Macintosh computer. Did it matter what kind of student Steve Jobs was? Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook, dropped out of Harvard. Worst decision he ever made or best decision he ever made? And the pattern I see is the people that are doing something on a global scale, the people that are doing something that really contributes to the world, helps shape society and shape who we are as people, they're not the kids who grow up going to school, getting an A on every quiz, passing all their classes, going from elementary school to middle school to high school to college to a job to a retirement at 65 with a full 401k to the day they die. And I see that and I think to myself, what if, just what if that kid had support? And that's been on my heart lately. That's been heavy on my heart. because I want to see those kids receiving the support that they deserve. I want to see those kids being in a place where they are encouraged to explore their creativity. I want to see those kids in a place where we are not giving them false ideas about what their identity is. And I want to see those kids feel less alone and feel less misunderstood. Feel like the feeling of feeling misunderstood and feeling alone as a kid. It's not good for you. I know for me, I would walk into a class when I was in middle school, when I was in high school, and I knew that if there's 20 kids in a class, there's Ben and there's 19 other kids, and I'm not like any of them. I am not like any of the other kids. Is there even a point in me trying to make friends? Would anybody even want to be my friend if I gave them the opportunity to be my friend? Yes, I want friends. We all want friends. We all want to be loved. We all want to be understood. But all of a sudden, anytime I would put in an effort, I would either get rejected or I'd be in a place where people are like, this is the weird kid, stay away from him. And being in a place where the teachers, they like you even less than the students because you're making their job more difficult.